It's the Don't Make It Weird podcast with your hosts, Daniel and Dina Saurus.
Hello there! Welcome to the Don't Make It Weird podcast. We are your writing, comedy, storytelling podcast for humans, by humans. And guys, I'm joined, as always, by the salacious Salisbury steak who seasoned with spunkiness and always knows what she saw, Dina Saurus! Hi, Dina.
Did you know that only 2 days in your life don't consist of 24 hours?
Go on.
The day that you're born and the day you die.
Oh, shit. That was actually a really obvious answer, and now I'm really sad. Thank you for making me examine my own mortality, Dina.
You're welcome.
Well, and you know what? On that note, guys, we've got a third member of our team. If you hear this voice, it's because I saw the Sean and it opened up my eyes. I saw the Sean. Life is demanding without understanding. I saw the Sean and it opened up my eyes. Producer Sean, everyone. Hi, buddy.
I don't usually come into the conversation until after our guest. What's happening?
Listen, we all need to be up on this because this is a deeply emotional episode. And I'm so sorry for our guest. I'm so sorry for our guest who we're going to introduce shortly, but the Don't Make It Weird family is having a major life moment today. Dina, what's going on?
R.I.P. Sink Pickle.
But people need more details. You can't just say R.I.P. Sink Pickle.
Shannon has changed career paths, and she's unfortunately chosen to leave behind Sink Pickle, and its story ends today. And we're a little bit emotional about it. I swear I wasn't going to cry. Okay.
All right.
So, we need a moment of silence to honor our great beloved Lord and Savior, Sink Pickle be praised. Shout out Shannon.
Shout out Sink Pickle. Okay. It's too soon. It's too soon. Okay, all right, we got to pull this together. We got to lock it in.
It's not done. It's buffering. Shut the fuck up.
It's buffering.
It's still buffering.
It's still buffering.
No, it's beautiful. That was perfect.
No, these pauses are intentional.
Yeah, this is for the people to have a moment with Sink Pickle. Oh God, so good.
Wow,
this is moving. This is your best work you've ever done,
Beautiful.
Sean.
I didnn't do it. That was Dina.
I didn't do it.
Dina, that's your best work, then, Dina.
Thank you.
Dina, I'm so sorry. That was the most misogynistic thing I've ever done on this show to you, and I am so sorry.
I don't think
it's not. It's not even top 5.
I will say that I made the artistic choice to add those dramatic pauses a couple of times.
Into the,
Yeah.
Dina, that was perfect. You
Thank
are
you.
perfect. And you know who else is perfect? Our guest this week is a nomadic writer of thrillers, professional shower singer, and proud dog mom. She's the author of twisty, suspense-filled novels. I Know What I Saw, available now on Amazon. She also co-hosts Our Relationship with Writing, a podcast that dives into the creative process, the ups and downs of storytelling, and occasionally relationship dynamics with her co-host fiance, our great friend Anthony LaFusi, with a background in writing arts, a resume that includes copywriting for major publications, and a passion for bringing compelling stories to life. She brings both talent and heart to everything she does. KT Carlisle, welcome to the show.
Hello. Hi. It's me. Those are all things that are me.
They also don't mention that you wear glasses. I feel like this is important.
I feel like it's obvious. I think my glasses enter the room before I do most times.
They have that presence about them.
Je ne sais quoi.
Sometimes I feel like getting really giant glasses, like really thick, like wingtip glasses.
Just massive horn rimmed, like.
You should get glasses so big that they're actually just one giant lens. It's like a window for your face.
Yeah, just
I
like
want
a giant
just a
monocle,
mask.
like a monocle for your face.
Yes.
I want
a
glasses
face
so big
monocle.
that
Why don't they have this?
just one giant a
It's
bike.
like a scuba diving mask.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is the height of classiness. This is what we need, guys. I am
barnacle.
so sorry that I'm blessed with 20/20 vision and I can't be part of the journey with you guys.
No, leave
Yeah,
now.
I doubt it. I just think you've never had your eyes checked. I think you just haven't been to the optometrist and you don't know how bad your vision is.
That's how
My wife
I
says the same
look
thing,
at
but
it.
20/20, baby.
I don't believe you.
That's beautiful. KT, before we go too much further, I know that you're new to Sink Pickle, but is there any words that you'd like to say to our beloved friend, savior, Pickle?
You were a good Sink Pickle.
Mm-hmm.
I always loved you, even when I didn't know I loved you.
Real.
Yeah, real.
Yeah, that's deeply
It's
emotional.
just so beautiful.
That was just... KT, you nailed it. Knock
Way
this one
too
out of the
emotional
ballpark.
over a fucking pickle, guys. It feels like our friendship with Shannon was founded on this, and she's just okay with letting it die.
Yeah,
Honestly,
she's just letting it go. But you want to know what we're not letting go, guys? That is KT's next book, Intuition, which is available for pre-order right now, has a release date this Halloween 2025. And even better, Dina, why don't you tell us about what's special about what KT does with all of her proceeds for her books?
Yeah, all of KT's book royalties are donated to the National Domestic Violence Hotline, an organization that provides confidential support and resources 24/7 for individuals affected by domestic violence. KT credits this organization for helping save her life. Join us in giving at that link in the description below.
And listen, jokes aside, this is an incredible charity, an incredible organization. I highly recommend you guys, just buy the book. You should be buying the book anyways. But if you have the ability to donate, absolutely donate. KT, is there anything you want to say about this cause real quick?
Yeah, I mean, it's an amazing organization. It does way more than even I realized at the time that I reached out to them for assistance when I needed it. And then afterwards, after I made like a bulk donation retroactively, donating all the royalties that I had earned for the past year that I had been writing. And, I hopped on a call with them because they were so thankful for that. And they told me all the different things that they do. They do provide financial assistance for victims who need it. They help you get in contact with legal services if you need that to get a divorce or whatever you need to do to get out of your situation. They provide housing. All sorts of wonderful things to help people get out of really tough situations. It's really, really hard thing to do, the biggest decision that you're going to make in your life, but I encourage you all to go, if you're in that situation or somebody who it is, go to them because they have a very vast network, and they will help you. They will listen. You don't have to call them. That was a big thing for me. I couldn't call. I didn't have a free moment to call without being watched, so I had to do it like sneaky in the dead of night, like emailing them and things like that. And they'll work with you, around however it is that you can do it. They can text if you can text. So any way that you're able to get in contact with them, it's an amazing. I can't say enough good things about them.
I mean, absolute life-changing organization.
I will put the website and the phone number right here on screen and in the description below.
I mean, amazing stuff. And, I know that's not what this episode's about, but we always have so much respect for everything you've been through. And it's so amazing to get on the other side. And I can't wait to get to talk about your book here. But before we do that, Sean, I believe we've got a little bit of a drinking game, buddy.
Yeah, we do. So we have a few buzzwords and phrases that will trigger a buzzer like this. If you hear that noise, that means someone said one of those words or phrases and it's time to drink. We're also all observing Buffalo rules. That means we must drink with our offhand. And we are all right-handed, including our guest, KT, who has consented to this game. And you're consenting for life, KT, by the way. Ding.
For life.
Forever and ever.
Just remember, you got a wedding coming up, buddy.
Mm-hmm. If you get caught drinking with your right hand tonight, someone calls you out, you must finish your drink right then and there.
Okay.
Drink along with us responsibly at home.
You also live with somebody that's consented to, so
Oh yeah, you could also get Anthony because he's in it for life.
screwed.
Yeah. I know you're an expert at many things, KT, but no one knows that you have an expert in conspiracy theories because you know what we're going to do today? We're going to dim the lights. We're going to put on some spooky mood
What kind of
music.
English was that?
What did I say? What did I say?
You said
I don't
that
even
she
know.
you said something about her having an expert in conspiracy theories.
Yeah, no, that sounds like perfect English. Thank God no one here works in
He's very
copywriting
small.
or
He's under the desk. Should I take him out for this? I have one. Yeah.
yeah. See?
Whatever
They
makes you
don't-
feel comfortable, you know?
I think that if you
That was
ran that
disgusting.
back, Sean, that what I said would make perfect sense.
I think I'll rewind it right now.
No one knows that you have an expert in conspiracy theories. You have an expert.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
that
like I
was
said,
nonsense.
perfect sense, right?
It was nonsense.
KT,
I
listen.
heard it, but I was polite and didn't say anything.
Oh no, please
We're
edit
not
him in
polite
real
here.
time.
Yeah, no, please, I need an editor
Edit
so
him
bad.
in real time and then send him a bill afterwards.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's even but more incentive. Yes.
I'm just gonna keep you on a retainer because if you've seen any of my tweets, you know those also need a lot of editing. So
I'm doing
His
it.
autocorrect gave up on him years ago.
yeah, no, it's just it developed a drinking problem and said I'm too old for this shit.
I just realized what is on your hat. I love your hat.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Bigfoot.
God, that's perfect. I need
Yeah.
one.
Listen, I got it from the Bigfoot Museum in North Georgia. All right, so if you ever come down to Georgia, take you to the
Oh
Bigfoot
my
Museum.
God.
We can go on a journey together. It's Operation
Oh.
Bigfoot.
I just drove through Georgia in the worst storm that I've ever experienced in my entire life. So I'm good on Georgia for a minute. I have PTSD from Georgia. So
Well, you live in
Jesus.
South Florida now, so worst storm so
Yeah.
far.
So far.
yeah. I drove through a tropical storm last year and minor hurricane stuff. It was a cakewalk compared to what I just went through. I was blown across the highway with
Holy shit.
torrential rain, winds so strong I could see them whip across. It was awful. It was awful.
I'm
Damn.
good.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, it stresses us out. I mean, that's crazy. That's Georgia. Was that the one that was maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago where we had a bunch of tornado warnings and stuff?
That was on Monday that with all the tornado warnings and stuff. I actually drove through a tornado, through it. It
Nice.
touched down in North Carolina as I was driving through, and I didn't realize what was happening to me until I was in it.
Holy
I was-
shit.
It was the most terrified I've ever been. Honestly, leaving my abuser was easier than driving through from North New
Fucking
Jersey.
hell,
to Florida.
Holy shit. All right, that's a serious tornado. We can't go against that one right there. Holy
And they
shit.
wanted to take
shit.
me out.
So,
Oh my God.
on a scale from 1 to Bill Paxton, where would you put that tornado?
Cow. I gotta go, Julia. We got cows.
Oh my God, I don't even know. I feel like Dorothy. I honestly can't even believe that I'm here right now alive telling this story because I legit thought I was going to die.
Well, listen, we're glad you survived. Otherwise, the memorial today, instead of being at Sink Pickle, would have been for you. It would have been
Oh
really
my
touching.
It would
Yeah,
have been for both.
100%.
We would have split it. The in
Yeah, I would have
memoriam
added
at
your
the
pictures to it.
Oscars. Yeah.
Yeah, like a co.
Yes.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad you're alive. So now you can put that faith in God above into dimming the lights, putting on some mood music, leaving your disbelief at the door because it's time for Dina's TikTok Conspiracy Corner.
Grocery stores could easily grease the wheels of shopping carts to make them less squeaky and drive more smoothly, but then the silent carts would have more collisions around the corners since shoppers would be less aware of each other.
Well, as our shopping cart expert, KT, how do you feel about this conspiracy theory?
I feel that it's highly accurate. It makes a lot of sense, because grocery stores don't want lawsuits. That's one thing that they really, really are not a big fan of. My grandmother once slipped on a grape and she could have sued so famously, but she didn't.
What?
But yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
We got to talk to
Like
Grandma
Mario
about
Kart.
that.
I'm a firm
That's my
believer.
dream.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in this conspiracy theory. It makes sense to me. I also think that there's like there has to be some kind of like marketing psychology behind it too. Like, I don't know what it would be, but I think that, yeah, like that, I think stores are against us anyway. Like, they just want our money. And
Yeah,
anyway,
like they
they're
want
very
us to
well
spend the money.
power.
If it's too quiet in there, that's also a problem, right?
Yeah, they need that, like, squeaky, like...
Shit, Dina, you're hitting some bangers. Sean, what do you think,
tension.
buddy?
I mean, I agree. I think it's right there with the fact that grocery stores will just take a whole ass aisle and move it somewhere else in the store, like semi-regularly.
Just for
So
Yeah,
you,
for no
like,
fucking
go to-
reason.
Yeah, you're looking for that thing you buy every week and it's not where it's normally. So you have to like wander around the aisles to try to find it. And they're hoping that you see some other shit
Costco?
you want to blow your money on.
Mhm,
Yeah, Costco is infamous
mhm.
for that.
Yeah. Or
You
how about
know,
like at any different grocery store? You could be at the same grocery store chain and their fucking aisle system is completely different. Like
Yeah.
there's
Totally
no
different.
Mirrored upside
uniformity.
down.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Have you guys ever like been to a grocery store where they put like a beam in the center of the aisle and a cart can't fit on either side of the beam?
Oh my god, yes.
That's my store. You have to
Ew.
lift up the back wheels to
What
like
kind of
go
sadist
over.
does that? I don't
That's
understand.
fucked up, man.
That's so
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. Not
Yeah,
a fan
now
at all.
that store absolutely has to have the squeaky wheels because otherwise that's a fucking train wreck every single
Oh
time.
yeah. That's a
So
head-on
KT, let me
collision
ask you
for
another
sure.
question. If you were at a Costco and the cart corral was further away than maybe you would
You're
think it's
exaggerating
convenient.
already. You're already exagerating.
would
You
you
have to
still
cross the
return
street.
the cart?
You have to cross the street to get to
Would
the cart
you still
return.
return the cart at Costco and uphold the social the social agreements that we
Oh.
as society have?
100%. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm one
I
of those.
think you're
people,
all dirty
like,
liars. You have to
No,
cross the
yeah.
street with traffic,
Yeah. No, I do it. I'd take a walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
with a baby.
Completely reasonable.
With a baby? Ooh. That might change it. Well, because then I'm less concerned about the social courtesy and more concerned about the child's safety at that point. Because that's like more things, you know? Like
Yeah.
oncoming traffic. I have a child with me.
Or, hear me
I'd
out,
rather not.
park next to the cart corral.
That's also an
My
option.
Costco is so fucking busy, bro.
And apparently there's one cart corral in this entire fucking Costco.
There's two in the second parking lot, and there's one in the main parking lot.
Okay,
and you
the
gotta
fact
cross
that
the
you have
street.
to say that there are 2 parking lots at this fucking Costco.
Yeah.
Why are you going to this Costco? Is there not?
It's the only
other
one I
option?
have.
Like, what is happening?
It's
I
chaos.
wouldn't
It's
go.
really
I
bad.
just wouldn't. I would stay home.
You just
I
go
only
just
go with a
forego
friend.
Costco at that point. Like, dude, do they just not want you guys to shop in Florida, Dina? Like, from between this
No.
pillar and then this parking corral
Oh,
thing, like,
conspiracy theory.
Oh,
There's
God.
Do you
something here.
you have to pay to
There's
have a
something.
membership at Costco, right? Like
Yeah,
to
yeah,
shop
yeah.
there. That's one of those deals. Yeah, no.
oh yeah.
Fuck those stores. I don't do
And-
it.
well, here's the thing that I'm jealous about
I
is-
don't do a Costco. I'm not trying to pay a membership fee to shop at your store. That's absurd to me.
I do it for the gas because gas is usually like 20
That's
30 cents
very
cheaper.
true. That's fair. They also
I
have
go
really
there
good
just
hot
for gas
dogs.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Gas and copious alcohol because you have one of the cool ones that actually has fucking alcohol in it. Like
That's
he has like a
Florida, man.
liquor store in there. Like he gets the
Yeah.
Kirkland
Same.
whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine
Yeah.
doesn't because Georgia.
No,
is
in Georgia,
puritanical.
you can't buy liquor at like a grocery store. You have to go to a specialized liquor store.
Yeah,
That's
well,
stupid.
that's the same thing. I've lived in so many different states. In Utah, I mean, they no like liquor is like a sacrilege.
Mormon
They don't even
country.
the liquor
Mhm.
stores aren't even open on Sunday.
It used to be Georgia.
And then in New Jersey, that's where I'm originally from. You have to get it from a liquor store. You can't just get it from. You can't get it from a grocery store. You can't even get like beer and wine from a grocery store in New
That's
Jersey.
crazy. That's like nonsense.
People
Listen,
cook
that's
with
gonna be a
wine.
whole ass other rant. That's gonna be a whole
Right?
ass other rant.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, but getting back on topic here, out of 5 shopping carts, how accurate do we think that this conspiracy theory is?
I mean, I think it's 100% accurate. 5 out of 5 shopping carts. This is
5
a
out
real
of 5.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 squeaky
No.
shopping carts for sure.
I don't even think this is a conspiracy theory. I think it's just a fun fact that somebody
Just a fun
discovered.
fact.
Like, it's just not a conspiracy.
Yeah, find that thing on a popsicle stick.
Yeah,
You know?
it's on a Snapple cap. Like, you know it's real.
It's on a Snapple cap. That's amazing.
Oh man, that's a deep cut right there. All right, guys. I think that we found another incredible conspiracy theory right here, Dina. Congratulations on another great find. But it's time for a segment that is completely original. KT, can I run this brand new segment by you here real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. 100% original.
It's great.
No one's ever thought of this before. But we're all writers here, including producer Sean. No.
Allegedly.
and what if we all made a deal to hold each other accountable and talk about where we're at in the writing process? So guys, don't check out the We Have Issues podcast. Don't look at Stevie and Anthony and their beautiful, handsome, great faces. Definitely don't check out their. What?
Do that. Do all the things he just said not to do.
Don't worry,
Don't
there's a
check out
graphic
the
on
comic
screen.
book death list.
There's a graphic on screen right now that's saying to do the opposite of what Daniel's saying. So,
Well, yeah, I don't give good advice, guys. So this is time for a completely original segment that we like to call Accountabilibuddy. Dina, where are you at in your writing journey, buddy?
So today I submitted a pitch for, I guess it's sort of like an IP project, I guess, a little bit. Probably not gonna get it because I don't write shit. I'm just kidding. I shouldn't be shit talking because if I get it, I'm gonna feel really
Yeah,
bad.
you're gonna feel really awkward right now. We're gonna put this up
and
right
then
next
I
to your book
also-
signing.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I already submitted for a different IP project, and then I sort of finished my comedy mystery, but I got some fixes that I gotta go in there and I gotta add like one final chapter because apparently I don't know anything about writing mysteries because I'm just kind of winging it, and I need like an ending chapter instead of just like, yay, crime solved. We need like an after.
That'd be so weird. What if
thing
we
or
knew someone that
something, so.
wrote mysteries?
Oh yeah.
That would
It'd be so crazy.
cool.
Like, what if you had that resource
Hey, you
at
want to
your
like
fingertips?
beta read for me? I need a beta.
Oh my god! Yes, I would. I would love that. Are you kidding me?
I do
it was
need
so
a beta,
funny as
actually.
you were like saying that because I'm working on a comedy mystery too that I like
Ooh.
semi-started last year, and I've never done anything like that. You know, I've written a lot of like mysteries, but I've never done like the comedy side. And I know a great writer, Kaylee. Oh god, I always fuck up her last name. It's like Suget.
Suget?
Something.
Suget?
Anyway, she's amazing. She's I'll send you her information afterwards, but she's a
And listen, we're just gonna fill in the
wonderful-
audio after the fact. Like it's just gonna be Sean going, Katie.
It's gonna be
Sugets.
Sean over my voice. No, but she wrote a comedy mystery, and when I was pissing myself reading this thing. It is laugh out loud
That's
hilarious. I loved it, and it really inspired me to like write my own. But as you were saying that, I was like, because I want more of that. I think the genre needs more of that, more Veronica Mars type shit. You know what I mean? Like I want funny fucking mysteries.
I agree.
read
Like,
the hell out
listen,
of that for
life
you.
is fucking
Absolutely.
depressing out here. Like, I want to read some shit that makes me happy, man. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I love that idea.
well, I mean, do
that's
you think
really
you'd give
cool,
us like the
though.
elevator pitch of this story you're working on, like the Don't Make It Weird exclusive right here?
Oh, you're talking to me? I
Yeah.
was looking at Dina, like, yeah, tell us about your
I
story.
thought he was talking to me too, and then I was like, no, he's definitely taking my accountability buddy and giving it to
Yeah.
KT.
I don't want to hear.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about my story. I want to hear about Dina's story. Thank you very much.
I wanted to hear about KT's because I've already pitched mine on the show.
Oh, have you
Yeah,
really?
she has. That's unfortunate.
Oh,
That's the
wait,
only reason I
how
went to you on that one. Because
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember if I did or not.
you know what? I should have probably like talked about my thought process on that there because that came
Yeah,
across really
okay.
dick. I'm so sorry, Dina.
It's fine. You're usually pretty dickish. It's fine.
Okay, well, I'll only show you mine if you show me yours. So you have.
I'll
to...
talk about mine after. I'll
Okay,
pitch mine
alright.
after.
Bless.
Mine's like a Schitt's Creek meets Only Murders in the Building, and
So
it's
we're writing the same
basically
book?
like. What'd you say?
She said, so we're writing the same book.
That's cool.
Oh my
Cool,
god,
cool,
are you
cool,
fucking
cool.
serious? That's great. It's literally like imagine if like Alexis Rose ran an apartment complex in Manhattan, and her father was accused of murdering one of the tenants, and now she has to like solve the crime to save the family and all their riches type deal.
Yeah, that sounds pretty fucking awesome. I'm excited about that. Dina, why don't you tell us what you're working on for the folks that maybe have missed it?
Yeah, so different books, thank God. But it is like the Schitt's Creek kind of humor or whatever.
Yeah.
It's this lawyer's wife. He shows up dead, and basically she's accused of the murder, but she finds out that he has like 15 different mistresses, and they all kind of get together. It's like The Other Woman, that movie. Is that the name of the movie? The Other Women? I don't remember. I have it written down in my comp titles or whatever. And they all get together and like they have to try to solve the crime, and then everybody starts dying and they can't figure out who's killing who. And it's just a huge comedy, basically, where another woman shows up in every single chapter, where she's got all these different lives.
Oh my God, yeah.
Dude, I'm so excited about this one.
So I can read it. I need it.
See, people, this is going to be the one. I'm on record, and I love all of Dina's work. I am on record that this is going to be the one that gets the book deal. I'm on record with this one. I'm a believer in this book. I mean, other ones will probably get it as well, but like, you got to call your shot, right?
I'm too niche. I think that the comedy is going to actually get it. I think my other stuff is too niche.
No, I'm with you on that.
Good
So
luck
as far
with
as
it.
what
I think it
I've
sounds
been
awesome.
Sorry. So as far as what I've been working on is finally gave my, like I said last episode, gave my copy edits back to, or my second or third round of line edits back to Ashley. Hope to have that done by the end of the month. And I've started taking notes again on a different story, and I get bullied into writing. I need to write more. And so I'm hoping do that, get a book out this year, and then start querying and writing and trying to be a professional author again. That's kind of where I'm at. But my story's boring because the real star of this one, producer Sean Buddy.
I allegedly started writing a book.
Let's go!
Writing a book. What is the book?
It's a completely fictional story about three friends who start a podcast about storytelling.
I don't know anyone like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Yeah.
Where would you say you
Listen,
draw?
I've never heard of.
I've had to do a lot of research to,
Can you
dive into that
do me a
mindset.
favor though, and don't make it weird?
Yeah.
I'm going to
Okay,
try to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, listen, I don't want anyone to have any issues in this story either.
No, nobody has issues.
Listen, I had the pleasure of reading the intro to this book. It's gonna be so good.
It is.
So-
and listen, dear audience, we've been bullying Sean for years because he got his start in the mean street of wrestling role-playing forums, and he always kicked ass at it. Sean has always had an incredible knack for grammar, which I've never had. And Sean is a creative and entertaining storyteller, and he has resisted, as to about 39 years of his life, his true calling as a writer, and here we are, buddy.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with any of that. It is true that I wrote on wrestling forums when I was a kid, and that's kind of what Daniel and I bonded over when we were like 14. But I've outlined basically the entire book chapter by chapter, and I started writing the first chapter of the book.
That is the way to do it. Yes. Oh my god.
I want to read the outline.
I'm so
I want to read the outline.
I want to read the outline.
man. Sean, I'll stop sending you my browser history.
I'll share the outline with you guys later.
Oh my god.
Yes.
This is so
So guys, this has been big news as we get through this Accountabilibuddy segment, and just switching gears here. Can I ask you a very personal question, KT?
Mhm.
Would you say that you're a tease?
Well, yes.
She gave the little eye roll. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
I need you. I need you to give the audience what they want. Give them a little tease about the story time that you have prepared for us.
Oh, you want a tease? You want a little taste? Okay, here's what I got for you. It's that time that I lived in Bigfoot country for 4 years.
Let's go. Let's
Yeah.
go. And you know what? I hope that any time that you were trying to seduce Anthony, use your 1930s flapper girl voice for it.
Yeah, 100%. Well, if it's not that, it's usually my Minnesota voice. That's my go-to.
yeah.
Minnesota is
trying to
often
get in
thought
the
of.
bedroom. Hey, hat Steph, let's go.
That's
This
a
is
woman who
like
sounds
Rance in
like
his New Balances.
that woman sounds like she puts mayonnaise in everything.
Oh, you got to have the mayo, otherwise there's no flavor. So how you gonna have flavor if there's no mayo?
Dear God.
Everyone knows that this
Amazing.
Minnesota accent is the sexiest.
Well, I do the it's hard for me to come out of it because then I start to forget what I actually sound like. But I do. This is my character voice for my D&D characters. So for 4 or 5 hours every other Saturday, this is what I sound like.
Solid.
It's amazing.
That's outstanding.
I don't
I'm so
know why
glad.
this man wants to marry me, but I'm so grateful.
Listen, you keep that voice for later, buddy, because we got a segment that will be perfect for it.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna eat a bullet.
I'm gonna eat.
No.
Okay, wait. Real quick, one of my I used to work at Build-A-Bear Workshop, and my
Yes.
boss there, she was the one. She would do Minnesota accent just out of nowhere, and I would go just switch right along with it, and we would just do it the whole shift. It was.
That had to confuse a lot of people.
Oh yeah, you get some looks.
So guys, as in our continued desire to pay respect to the Sink Pickle, we're gonna have a brief song in remembrance.
I will remember you.
Oh my God.
Holy shit, she can actually sing. Okay.
You
Okay,
edited
no
the
pressure.
rundown.
Yeah, it's on the rundown,
Yeah,
bud.
he did. I thought you saw it.
Yeah, see it right there, buddy.
Let's get this over with.
God, I need another drink.
This is a good time to go, Dina.
I was gonna go, yeah.
Up in pickle heaven, here's the thing. You trade your sink location for angel wings. And once we've waved your shelf goodbye, you take a briny leap and you learn to fly. Bye bye, little Sink Pickle. I'll think of you when I give Sean a tickle. Bye bye, little Sink Pickle. You're 1,000,000 candles in the wind.
Wow. You
Do
know,
we owe Chris Pratt money?
I think that should never see the light of day, if I'm being honest. I feel like we need to. I feel like that would be really upsetting to people, and not because Sink Pickle's gone, but just because that song. It's just upsetting.
That's a completely original song, Sean. I don't understand.
So
I heard some distinct similarities between that and something else I might have heard once.
Mine has 1,000,000 candles in the wind. It's more
that's fair.
candles.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
more candles.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
it's more
way
candles.
more candles.
It's 8-minute abs. 7-minute abs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you
I
for
rescind my
allowing us to
comment.
have this moment together.
I'm so sorry, KT.
Sean, I
what?
think we're going to play a little game, buddy. Is it time to play the game?
It's time for True Confessions. Each of our contestants have prepared 2 confessions. One is true and one is false. The other players will choose confession 1 or confession 2, and the selected one is read aloud. The confessing player has 60 seconds to answer questions from the others about their story. After the interrogation, the others must decide, are they being truthful or did they lie? The winner today will be awarded with the title of the King or Queen of Bluffington for the rest of this episode. And our guest, KT, you're going to go first, okay, as our guest today. So Daniel, Dina, should she read off number 1 or number 2?
2.
Okay, Dina said 2. So whenever you're ready, KT, let's go with confession number 2.
Okay. So, I was kicked out of the state of Utah for not being Mormon.
All right, 60 seconds are on the clock.
So like, did a church find out and they kicked you out? Who kicked you out?
It was my landlord.
How were they able to kick you out of the entire state?
Well, it was more of a situation where like they gave us such little time to move out that there was no opportunity for me to find housing.
Where did you go after?
North Carolina.
Did you go on and raise up?
I don't know what that means, but sure.
Did you have a roommate?
I guess you could call him that.
Okay.
So, was it you or your roommate that got the ire of the landlord?
Both of us.
Who talked to the landlord to tell the
All right,
landlord that
time's
you
up.
guys weren't Mormon?
You can go ahead and answer this last question, KT, and then we'll go to our verdict.
I think it was just the collection of our neighbors that just knew.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Daniel, Dina, what do you think?
I'll go with truth adjacent. I think it's false, but I think that like parts are true, like a Daniel
Is this
story.
a Daniel truth? This is a Daniel truth where
Yeah.
it's like,
Daniel truth.
Yeah.
this actually happened, just not to her.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I think that I don't think that they got kicked out for not being Mormon. I think that might have been the reason, but that's not what was on paper, you know?
Oh, okay. Daniel?
You know, I'm with Dina on this, but this also screams like such a fucking Utah thing to do that like this is very believable. So I'm in. I believe in you, KT. I believe.
All right,
Yeah,
KT, was it true?
Yeah, it's 100% true.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I
Just call me Mayor Bluffington now.
relax.
And the way it happened was so ridiculous. I threw a birthday party for my dipshit ex-husband.
Mhm.
And we rented a room, like a party room in the apartment complex. And when we moved in, they said, "Oh yeah, like it's okay if you drink alcohol in the party room and everything." I already mentioned in Utah, like alcohol's a big no-no.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They don't like there. Okay, for instance, there's a restaurant called Lucky 13,
Mhm.
and they card you at the door and take down all of your information because they share that information with the church to catch anybody who is going to an
It's a cult.
establishment that serves alcohol under the suspicion and assumption that they are consuming alcohol. I'm not kidding you. Like, these are things that I've heard from people who are in the church who, like, or who have left the church mostly, who understand that, like, this is shit that happens regularly over there. When I planned to move out there, everybody warned me, you shouldn't go to Utah. It's weird out there.
It's fucking weird. Mormon soak.
Like, and it's funny because, like, I know
Baby
plenty of
soaking.
Mormons who are really good people and really nice and amazing. And, like, it's unfortunate that the PIC, so to speak, are the ones who are, ruining it for the rest of them. But anyway, I digress. I rented out this room. We have this party. We drink alcohol in this room that is, to our knowledge, it's completely fine. They come and they essentially shut the party down, and they're like, "This is your last straw. You can't do this," and all this stuff. And I remember thinking, I was like, we talked about, like, I explicitly asked you all of these questions because I'm well aware of the culture around here. I understand that this is not something that is generally accepted around here, and I want to be respectful of that. If it were that terrible, I would have just had everyone in my apartment.
Yeah.
It was really unfortunate. So all that happened, of course. My ex-husband he escalated everything, so he started like screaming and doing his thing that he does. And
The thing
It
that
was
makes sure he's an ex. One of those millions of things.
Yeah. Exactly. But so he, escalated the whole thing, and then the next day is when they served us our eviction notice, and they said that we had 7 days to evacuate.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, this is illegal. You can't do this to people. And
Yeah.
I'll never forget, though, obviously none of that is because we're Mormon, right?
Oh, no.
But when we were doing like our exit interview thing, the landlord was like, you guys, have gotten a lot of complaints, like stupid complaints about things that aren't real
Yeah.
from neighbors, because we were very obviously not Mormon. I have
Yeah.
a big old tattoo on my back that is very visible to everybody. You can't have tattoos if you're Mormon. And just like, different sorts of things that like, make
What
us
if you
stand out.
convert?
And
Never mind, doesn't matter. It's a
yeah.
cult.
so like yeah, I know you could convert, right? Like that's like it's just so silly. But anyway, so we're at the exit interview, and like, we're devastated. Like it's very sudden. I lost my job. Like it was awful.
Yeah, that's
And the woman was like, "Why did you move here?" And I was like, "Well, it's a beautiful state and everything." She was like, "We don't like your kind around here." I was like,
damn.
Do you mean white people?
Oh my God, yeah. Oh, that's another thing. Very, very, very racist over there. I was
Yeah.
shocked. I was
That's
very
crazy.
I
would
have heard
never
that.
I could not
expect
believe that there were like parts of the country that still operated that way. And I don't want to say like, like turn people off to Utah. Utah is a beautiful place. Lives in my heart. I loved it there. It was amazing. There's so much to do and see and appreciate, and even the people there. And I say this with my experience. 9 times out of 10, the people you meet there are friendly, amazing, wonderful people.
Yeah.
We
But I
got
mean,
very
listen,
unlucky.
a lot
And
of
we
these
were
states
warned
have these
before we
issues, yeah.
moved to this particular area, you better watch yourself, because they're not kind to people who are outside of the church, and they will find any and every excuse to make
Dude,
your life
that-
miserable.
That sucks, man. Well,
Well,
I'm glad you're out of it, and I'm glad you're in Florida
Me
because it's a
too.
much better place for you.
KT, Dina is going to tell her confession next. Can you tell her to pick number 1 or number 2?
Pick number 1.
All right, number 1, Dina.
Okay. All right. I once did permanent damage to a man's eye during a paintball war.
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. KT, we're going to do take turns asking questions with Daniel. So you go, he'll go, you go, so you don't talk over each other, okay?
Okay.
And go.
What color was the paintball?
Yeah, I was trying to remember earlier. It was like, I want to say red or orange, but I honestly don't remember fully. Oh,
Okay.
How old were you?
probably 15.
So you were
Was it like a
midway through
birthday
college.
party or something?
No, it was a summer camp.
Did it require surgery? Did it ever get fixed?
It never got fixed, and it probably should have had surgery, but we were in a cult. We didn't believe in doctors.
Was he wearing goggles?
Yeah, I got under the goggles.
Got into those goggles.
What was everyone's reaction when it happened?
He was obviously stunned and trying not to be angry because that would be a sin. The boy that I was supposed to marry was impressed, and I was kind of proud about that. And my friend was laughing and shocked, and the adults in the area were like, "Oh my God, what do we do?"
All right. So KT, what do you think? Is she being honest?
This has a lot of detail. Too much detail. I think it's true.
All right, Daniel.
As the future Mayor Bluffington, I'm going to tell you right now, that this is false. Because number one, Dina got too specific and she tried to play it off like she didn't remember, but you would remember this shit. Goggles, you can't get under the goggles. It's a full-on freaking mask. This isn't like you're wearing like little like goggles like that. There's no way that would have gotten an eye shot in there unless he wasn't wearing his prescribed safety gear. So this is goddamn false.
Dina?
It's a true story.
Oh, yes.
The safety goggles were just like painting goggles. They weren't like stuck
They
to your
weren't
face.
actual
So they were
paintballs.
just
Oh my god.
they were just sitting on his face, and I managed to like ricochet off of a cheekbone into the eye.
Jesus.
Shit.
So
Beautiful.
Like,
And then
what
somebody
actually-
yelled at
what
me
was
for
the
like shooting
damage
his face.
done? Like what happened to his eye though?
So I don't really remember like the follow up at all. All that I know is like the few years after that we were still associates, he always had issues seeing out of that
Let's
eye after
just
that.
say
He probably should have gone to
has
the doctor.
no depth perception any longer.
This was the same. KT probably has not heard the story, but this is the same summer camp where I should have gone to get stitches because I like fell over that chain link fence and I still have the scar in my leg.
Bless that
They
summer
didn't do
camp.
medical care there.
Mm-mm.
Oh
You just
my
rub a little
God.
dirt on it.
Yeah.
What
Man
kind of
up.
cult was
I mean, listen,
this?
the fact that you're painting goggles for fucking paintball,
bad one.
that should be my question.
Jesus. What the
Yeah.
actual Christ?
Dina's
It
a
was
great
the-
shot
Yeah.
though, so I probably should have had faith in that at least.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to learn more, check out our episode on the one where Dina escapes a cult. She was part of the Independent Fundamental Baptist Church, and it was
Oh.
crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Link in the description. Daniel is going to tell us his confession next, and KT, you get to choose one or two for him as well.
Okay. You know, they both picked two for me, so I'm gonna say one.
All right, number one for Daniel.
The time I ruined a friend's wedding cake.
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. Here we go.
How did you ruin it?
As the story goes, before they got to cut the cake, I may or may not have been very inebriated, and I may have just thought I got permission from someone else and took just a big old sloppy chunk out of that thing.
Who told you that you ruined the birthday cake?
Someone that is very close to me, a very close friend.
What did it look like?
It was very classy. Kind of that traditional white with kind of like that like strawberry filling. Like, because listen, the bride was a baker, so like she had hookups.
Did you take it back to a room with you, or did you just eat it right there on the dance floor?
Oh no, definitely took it back to a room. Yeah, no, I did not eat it at the scene of the crime. Absolutely not.
How big was it?
Whatever big sloppy is to you, that would be the size.
All
Not
right.
a well cut slice of cake.
KT, what do you think? Is he being honest?
No, I think this is bullshit. A wedding cake is so heavy and big. There's no way you could have just like taken it out and then brought it to a room.
Interesting.
Like I know, I
Interesting.
understand you're a man and you're big and strong and whatever the fuck, good for you. But like, no.
No, it's very compelling. Very compelling.
Dina,
Can I ask one more follow-up question?
I'd love you to.
I'll allow it.
Have you recently been in touch with anybody about this story to confirm its truth or not?
Many, many people.
This is a trick story to get me because I know that Sean knows the answer because we've talked about it, but I don't know if any friends confirmed that Sean was right or wrong or not. And this is a trick. And I know it's a trick. And you didn't actually answer any questions that would help me. I think
To be
it's
fair,
true.
you asked the questions.
Okay.
But he answered in a way. Okay, so here's the thing. We recently were talking about the fact that Sean knew that Daniel ruined his wedding cake. Sean
Allegedly.
was not present for it. He was told after the fact. Daniel has no recollection. Daniel insists that he did not ruin the wedding cake. And I never heard follow-up because I knew that Daniel was going to follow up with their friends that were allegedly witnesses and were there to see if Daniel was a part of it, because Daniel claims that only another friend was a part of it and not Daniel. So now I don't know what the follow-up is.
And to make it more confusing, there's another Daniel in our friendship circle, so it's possible it's not even this Daniel that was the Daniel involved.
He's not Daniel. He's Danny. Everyone knows that. Okay. Do you want to say if this is true or false, Daniel?
I still don't know. I don't actually have an
my
answer
God.
if this is true or false. All of
Okay.
our witnesses have come back with stories that are not confirmed.
Okay. Daniel's version of this story is
So
false.
it was your cake though, Sean?
Yeah, it's Sean.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sean, how big was your wedding cake? Like how many tiers?
It was a 3-tier cake.
Okay.
Okay, here's where Daniel got it wrong. It was not before the cake cutting. It was after the reception. So there was still a solid 70% of cake left after the reception. And
Okay.
aside from the top tier, the smallest tier, which was already set aside and saved for the bride and groom, the rest of the cake was completely destroyed by my groomsmen. I did not know this at the time because I was already in bed.
This is sounding more believable by the second. Like I have to say it might be true.
Listen, to be clear, I was like 21 at the time. I was very young. I,
Even more
honest to God, have
believable.
no recollection of this. I literally don't know. I don't recall
So,
this. I was drunk and had just
Daniel's
broken
version
up
of the
with my,
story, as he just told, is false because that's not the events that occurred. Daniel's involvement in the story is unclear because no one remembers if he was involved with eating the cake. He insists he was hooking up with the makeup artist. We don't really know. We know that happened. We know that for
Yes.
sure because there's witnesses.
Okay.
But we don't know if that's his
Excuse
true alibi.
Like a cuck?
No, God,
No.
Dina.
No.
Jesus.
A makeup artist.
So
like in charge of the
the
fucking
makeup
no, but, like,
artist, the
you
artist
see me
who
actually
did
having,
all
like,
of the bridesmaids
intercourse.
and the bride's makeup hooked up with Daniel after or during the reception. I don't know if it was
I
during or after.
understand what a makeup artist is. Thank you for
So they put
mansplaining.
makeup. makeup on the lady's face before they go out for the wedding.
I'm gonna beat the
And
fuck
it's
out of you.
to
That's so
enhance their
racist.
looks. Dina, would
You
you like a
said-
demonstration?
You said that they had witnesses, like a cuck?
No,
Who
so
watched them hook
no
up?
one watched the act
okay.
of fornication, but they did watch them intermingle with each other and excuse themselves to a private place.
Okay.
And after the fact, Daniel said he was making bang bang with the makeup artist.
Is that the way he phrased it?
Actually,
Probably.
I use the professional term boink boink, but yeah.
Yeah, close
I
enough.
can't tell which is worse.
Okay, so here's the deal. I have to make a ruling on this because Daniel is an unreliable narrator. And it's false because he didn't tell the story correct, which means KT is our winner today and is officially the Queen of Bluffington
Queen
for the rest of this
Bluffington.
episode.
Yes.
Yes, yes, indeed. Congratulations, my queen. All right,
thanks.
guys. We're all about storytelling here, and every week we aim to share an entertaining tale. So without further ado,
It's story time with KT.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So, I moved 30 times in 30 years.
holy shit.
And so I've seen a lot of places. A lot
How's
of
your
different
back?
things. I'm sorry?
How's your back?
Well, it's broken. Thank you, abuser. That was great of you.
Oh, Jesus
Oh.
Christ, that's not what I meant!
Jesus
I just meant
Christ,
the movie.
Daniel.
Dark! No,
Jesus, I
it's
sound like the biggest dick.
no, it is
I
straight
love
up
this
broken.
so
do you want
much.
to see? Do you want to see how broken it actually is?
Oh, God.
Yes.
I have to walk around with this everywhere I go, and I sit on it because I can't sit on regular chairs like a normal person because my coccyx is permanently broken.
That's what she said.
God damn it,
Yes, it
Dina,
is.
that's not helping right now.
Nah, she's vibing. I'm vibing. It's fine.
It's helping. It's helping. So yeah, 30 times in 30 years. I've seen a lot of places.
Have you
So
rocked
when
them
I
all?
decided to move to Vermont, I was like, yeah, it's another great adventure.
Maple syrup.
Let's do it. I knew it was
Fuck
going to
you,
be
Canada.
very, very rural. I moved to a town of less than 1,000 people, where everything was about an hour away, and it was amazing. What I did not expect moving to this town was all of the Bigfoot stuff. As soon as I'm getting into town, I'm seeing Bigfoot statues. I'm seeing Bigfoot crossing signs. I'm seeing all sorts of Bigfoot everything. And I'm just looking around and I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this part of the country? Like, why is this a thing?
Yeah, why is this so crazy?
You know, nobody really like outwardly talks about it. But it's just like recognized as like being a part of the culture. So I lived on about 10 acres of land and, you know, couldn't see my neighbors. It was very, very remote.
Opposite of
And,
Utah.
yeah, well, I mean, in some parts, like some parts of Utah are very, very remote. Utah is home to 2 million people. 1 million of them live in Salt Lake City.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah, and it's a big state. So
Oh, shit.
most of the state is very, very rural. So I was used to like seeing, you know, I would go out intentionally to those parts of that state when I lived there to, you know, experience that. And I really loved it. And so when I moved to Vermont, I felt like pretty prepared for it. There's a big learning curve. You know, we don't get trash collection. So, you know, you have to take it out to the dump and things like that. You know, it's crazy.
Just dump it in
everything's
national
dirt
park.
roads. It's a wild experience, literally. And
Get
so
wild.
anyway, so I'm living in this area, and up until that point, you know, obviously I've heard of Bigfoot. I don't live under a rock, so I know like more or less what it is. But I've never. And I've experienced a lot of wildlife. I love nature. I'm always out hiking and camping and doing things like that. And I have a lot of experience with that. I've heard foxes scream in the dead of night and, you know, it sounds like a woman being murdered and, you know, that kind of thing. Like it's all like very spooky stuff, or like owls hooting and like all different kinds. So like they make all different kinds of noises. So it's like all this different stuff. I was not prepared for the things that I heard in that area of where I was living.
Was it sex?
No. Maybe. I mean, I'm not a Bigfoot. I don't know how they sex, but it very
was
well could
fuck
have been.
sex.
That could have been Bigfoot fucking sounds.
Spoiler
for sure,
alert, we're gonna
but
learn later.
It was, you know, just like you would hear this just very guttural, almost like an ambulance, but not quite, and like a howler monkey, but not quite that. Like it was just different. Like all I can say is that it wasn't anything that I had ever experienced before, and such that you know, I love my dogs. I'm a big dog rescuer. I had 4 dogs at one point. Now I'm down to 2. But my one dog, who was she was a hound dog, so you know, very keen on animals. We would let her out at night, and she would go without fail to this one area of our property and look out, full alert, and just stare into the distance. And I'd be like, Harley, get back inside. Harley, get back inside. And she wouldn't come to us because she was just so terrified of whatever it was that she was seeing out in the woods. And always, like, you know, because like I said, we lived on 10 acres, so like, you know, the woods is vast. It's all around us. It was always in one direction, in this one particular spot. And she was so terrified of whatever it was that she saw that she wouldn't turn around and come back to us eventually. She had to. I've never seen dogs. I've had dogs all my life. I've never seen dogs do this. She backed up until she felt like she was on the edge of the light, because the light only reaches so far out on 10 acres of property. And she would back up until the light reached her, and then she would tuck tail, turn around, and sprint back to the house.
Oh, shit. That's a predator.
That isn't just her. My other dog, Blue, who is a Blue Heeler Border Collie mix, so another
Is your
kind
dog
of
named
like
Blue before Bluey became a thing?
I don't think so. I don't know. How old is Bluey?
Bluey came out like right around 2020.
Oh,
Like it was a
then, yeah.
COVID show.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he was Blue before Bluey was a thing.
Well done.
The same spot, he would alert at that exact same spot. And same thing. He would back up, tuck tail, sprint back to the house. Blue is not afraid of fucking anything. Blue's not. I've never seen Blue afraid. Like, because Blue I had out in Utah, he's seen some shit. He was out with us when we had a coyote walk. And we had coyotes howling all around us.
Oh,
that was
shit.
the first time that he actually barked, but he wasn't
That's crazy.
afraid. Like, this was him afraid.
Yeah.
And I never really knew what was out there, but like I remember going out on this property, and like I said, like I'm a big nature person. I've been outside in the dark, very remote areas a lot in my life. This area in particular is one that you have this overwhelming sensation of being watched. Like something is looking at you. And I understand, you know, there are animals out there and everything, but this isn't an animal. This isn't a predator watching you. It feels human, but you know that it isn't. And it's a very different. It's very different.
That's crazy.
And it's funny because in I Know What I Saw, one of the people that I mention in there, Brian Goslin, is he's a real person. My neighbor knows him, and he gives a talk about the Aber Road incident at every Bigfoot festival that happens at the Whitehall, in Whitehall, New York, which is a real thing. And he talks about what he saw that day. And to hear him, like my neighbor told me, because I gave him a copy of I Know What I Saw after I wrote it, and he was like, I go to that festival every year, and I listen to Brian tell that story, and every time it gives me goosebumps because it's so real.
Yeah.
And like the people who live there, you know, you have your mixed reviews, so to speak, of like whether or not Bigfoot exists.
We're all believers here.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I lived in those woods. I saw how thick they are and how remote it is, and just like, you know, I mean, in Vermont, the cows outnumber the people 3-1. That's just like, that's one of those like state facts. Like there are like, I think 250,000 people that live in the whole state of Vermont. And it's wild. So who are we to say that doesn't exist?
I'm with you. We're all believers.
There are too many places in that state that I know are just inaccessible they could be hiding there. Who knows? I mean,
Well, I mean,
it
listen,
does-
if you've seen the
and I
nature
don't think-
documentary, sorry.
I don't think they're dangerous. I think they're just scary to us because we don't understand them. I think that that's like a very human nature way to be. Like, we're afraid of what we don't understand. And, but
Oh yeah.
I
mean,
do
like I've seen
believe-
on like the nature documentaries and stuff. Like I remember seeing one where it was like how coyotes live in like urban environments and how you never notice, you know, because like they'll be right there on the highway. Like they set up videos, but they camouflage so well. They're underneath it. Like absolutely, these animals adapt to being unseen in urban areas.
100%.
I love that
100%. And a
Daniel's
lot
never
of, like,
asked
you know,
me if I
in
believe
Native
that he's
American culture and literature, you'll see that a lot of them believe that they're shapeshifters. So they're not always visible. In a lot of other literature, you'll see that they don't travel on the ground like a lot of people think. They travel like monkeys in between the trees, like, so they're high up. So not only are they, you know, potentially shapeshifters, but they're not even at eye level with you. So I mean, there's a lot about nature in general that I think we don't understand because we haven't explored a lot of it.
Oh yeah, I mean
Especially the ocean.
Dina dropped one I think a couple of years ago about how there could be dinosaurs in the Amazon, and I was like, oh shit.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, there are.
All right, KT, do you have any kerchiefs handy? Perhaps some sort of eye drying implement?
I do not.
Oh,
I can use my hand.
Yeah, you know what? Just go ahead and grab the Squishmallow. You'll need that.
Okay.
But yes,
your
perfect.
emotional support squishmallow.
Yep.
Yes, I
Emotional
have it.
support Squishmallow. Perfect. It's time for deeply emotional. We're gonna peel back the layers of the potato. Okay, and it's time for deeply emotional, hard-hitting, personal questions with Dinosaurus.
All right.
I'm on the wrong segment. I forgot that we
I'm so glad we
interview-
were all emotionally prepared for this.
Okay, KT, you're an editor. Why can't you spell letters, bro?
Why can't I spell letters?
Humans,
Yeah,
not
like
you
this-
specifically.
The sound
royal
of A,
U.
like W is just a W. Why can't you spell W? Like the sound of W.
I mean, you can though. DOUBLEEWE.
But you can't spell the individual sound of a letter. A is just A. It's just a letter.
So what you're
B
saying is you
is
can't
just-
Are
really
you
spell it
saying, like-
without the letter?
I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know where you're at either here, buddy, but I'm with you.
It's just a thought. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's an
Is she pregnant?
introspective kind of thought.
Which fictional world would you choose to live in with the caveat that you can only be an average person in that world?
Ooh. I mean, okay, so hold up. Because I know what my answer would be, but like, okay, if this is a world where magic exists, but I'm an average person, does that mean that I'm a non-magical person?
Right. So in Harry Potter, you'd be a muggle with no
Ew!
interaction with anybody.
Ugh.
You can't even be an average wizard.
I don't even know. I mean, like, I feel like that's just my life right now. You're just asking me, hey, would you just continue living
Do
your
you wanna
life
be
right
alive?
now? The answer is yes, I want to live.
But like, are you happy to know that other people like have dragons that they've bonded with and live in that world where you don't have the dragon? Like,
But you can still see the
No,
dragon fly
obviously
by.
not. Are you kidding me? No way. I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy that like other people exist in this world right now that like have things that I don't. What? No.
Surely there's a world out there in fiction somewhere where the average person has some pretty cool shit that we don't have here.
I mean,
Oh,
Star Trek,
God.
bro. Star Trek, you have replicators, you can teleport around. None of that shit is involving being an aristocrat because they've got a communist society.
I feel
That's
like
true.
the same is true for Star Wars. Like, even the average person has access to some pretty exceptional bullshit, but
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing.
yeah.
I'm with you. I'd be
Star
so salty
Wars.
if I see a fucking X-Wing fly around. I'm like, fine, I can't fly a fucking X-Wing.
right? Or like,
Okay, but
you know,
we can't fly like the
Obi-Wan
Blue
shows
Angels.
up and he
like,
does some magic tricks, and I'm like, fuck you, I can't do any of that. But like, it's great that you exist, I guess.
If I can't have
I'm glad
magic,
you're
no
alive.
one.
Yeah. I'm so happy that Yoda exists. Yes, we're all so impressed.
So I'm a little bitter there.
All right. Would you want to have $1 million a year and not have to work at all unless you wanted to? You just like get the money handed to you. But you also have a snail chasing you forever.
The death
And
snail.
if it touches you, you die. And just for context, a snail travels 1.39 miles per day, max.
And it also always knows where you are.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm living a good life. I'm not about that money. I don't need it.
Fuck that snail.
Yeah.
Shocked. All right. Okay.
Fuck that
Fair.
snail. Like, and
Alright.
this is coming from a person
Can
who
I
has moved
pay
30
someone
times
else
and is
to murder
not
the snail?
opposed to moving. I just
No,
don't.
it's an
need that
immortal snail.
added stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the snail is immortal. It can't be stopped.
The stress is just constant. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would bother me, but like $1 million.
Because here's the thing, like, I'm settling down now. I don't want to move again. Moving is a
That's
the
totally
next
fair.
time going to
Moving
be a
sucks.
necessity. Yeah, moving blows. I told Anthony the next time I move, I'm not lifting a finger. Everybody
Yeah.
is doing everything for me,
That's a rule in our house.
including packing
Same.
all of my shit. I am not
Yeah.
doing
Yep.
it.
Yeah, no, 100% with you. I'm not moving again unless I
Yeah.
can pay for professionals to do all that shit for me.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, KT, I need your full focus. I need you to come in hot. I need you to fight for your life like this is a Twitter war and you have to win your like life depends on it, okay?
I'm here.
You have to
I'm
give me your
doing it.
answer and you have to defend it too, okay?
Okay.
What is the superior form of potato?
Mash.
Why?
Why? What? Listen to yourself. Why? Okay.
Listen
said
to
this
yourself,
bitch.
woman.
You can do anything with a mashed potato. You can put a little bit of protein in that. You can put some vegetables in that, mix it all up. Now it's like almost a goulash. You can put sauce all over top of it. You can eat it plain. You can whip it up, make it real nice and creamy, or you can do like I do and keep the skin on that bitch.
Skin
and you have it, and
ends.
there's got a little bit
Yes.
of chunky flavor. Fuck Gordon
Cannibalism.
Ramsay. He's like, ooh, I don't like the skin. You know what, Gordon? You don't have a palate. Okay, I'm sorry.
Whoa!
I'm
Wow,
sorry.
she came after Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
coming after Gordon
Let's
Ramsay.
get Gordon Ramsay.
Let's
Have
go.
you guys ever seen how he scrambles his fucking eggs?
Yeah,
Criminal.
that's awful.
Are you shitting me?
No,
No.
what is he
His
Fuck
doing?
grilled
that
cheese
man.
sandwich. Oh,
Fuck that man.
No.
All right, Sean, you're gonna have to send me these after we get
Yeah,
off the
yeah,
show.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
I don't know, but his cooking makes me want to gag. I don't even like how he makes steak. I hate that man and I don't even know him.
we're about to
Let
go
me just clip
viral,
this for
baby. Let's
TikTok.
go.
I 100% agree with Dina because there are so many times I watch a lot of Gordon Ramsay shows because I just love seeing him make people cry is one of the greatest joys
Oh yeah.
of my life. Like I
Same.
just love seeing that man get ornery, but
Mhm.
I can't for the life of me understand when he's like, the steak is raw. No, it's not. It's fine. I'll eat it. Please don't throw it away. Don't throw it away. Don't throw food. Like that makes me so upset when he throws food. A piece of my poor little heart dies. Like I can't do that. I can't.
This is the
No,
most
he's-
traumatic thing we've heard on this entire episode.
It's so sad.
All right. All right, Daniel.
I'm so sorry.
It's time.
All right, guys, it's time to put on our serious author hats,
I don't have
and
a
it's time
hat.
for literary questions.
either.
Yeah, go ahead, put that on your head. That's perfect. So, guys, today we are going to be talking about KT's book, I Know What I Saw. And it's about a young girl attacked, an unbreakable pact. There's more in the woods than meet the eye. When 13-year-old Eliza Loft learns the high school senior Renee Pope was brutally attacked and killed, she's horrified, and she just might be the only one who knows what happened. After all, Eliza was in the woods that night, and what she saw haunts her for years, especially since she can't talk about it with anyone. Not when she knows deep down that a moment of mischief between friends may have been a contributing factor in Renee's death. But when an anonymous note claiming to know all about her involvement appears in Eliza's locker years later, staying quiet about what happened may no longer be an option. After a co-conspirator with shared responsibility for the prank that led to Renee's death receives an identical message and turns up dead one day later, Eliza becomes even more panicked. Suddenly, she's convinced that she's being targeted for what she did and must fight to prove what happened before it's too late. A twisty, unpredictable thriller full of dynamic characters and dark secrets. I Know What I Saw is a gripping coming-of-age story that seamlessly blends elements of paranormal folklore and Sasquatch mythology with all the conventions of a spellbinding whodunit.
Daniel, you would look really bad bald.
I would look terrible bald. I got a big-ass forehead, bro.
Your hat right now, I've never seen your hat not, like, show hair.
Oh,
It
yeah, 'cause
always has
yeah,
hair. It looks-
Dude,
Fix that
What
shit.
happened to your Winnie the Pooh hat, man? It's a staple on this
It's
show.
over here somewhere. And I didn't want to like get up and start rifling through the you got the yarmulke on. Thanks,
That's
buddy.
so
That's
funny.
fair.
No, that's fair.
All right, KT. Did you find that putting yourself in the mindset of a teenager to write YA as a struggle? How did you find a balance between thinking like a teenager and thinking like an adult, where a teenager kind of acts on impulse and can be like a little bit bratty, but it's like unintentional brattiness with that teenage angst in there, and there's this hard line between emotional depth and emotional like dramatics that teenagers perceive themselves having. Did you like find any struggle with that when writing this?
You know, this book flew out of me. It took me 17 days to write this book.
Oh wow.
And Eliza is me. I really just went back in time and I was just like, young KT. What would young KT say and do in this situation? And that's really how I approached it. I didn't really find it difficult at all because it just was like, it was something that, so when I decided to write this book, it came to me because of like I said before, living in, Bigfoot country. I frequently traveled from Vermont to New Jersey, and in order to do that from where I was living, I always had to travel through Whitehall, New York. And that is the Bigfoot capital of the Northeast. And every time I drove through that town, I was like, man, this would make a great setting for a story. And like something is here. And I sat on it for about a year because at the time I was writing my murder mystery trilogy, the What Happened to Mia Davis series. And I said to myself, you can't. I was getting a lot of hate from people because the first two books of mine ended on a cliffhanger. And so people were really fucking pissed. And so I was like, I need to finish this series and at least do that before I can move on. So I promised myself that, ooh, that's fun.
I just found new. I was like, I should change my background. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Anyway, Dina's lights are fun.
Sorry.
After I finished that last book, though, it was literally like that week. The week that I finished the final book in my previous series, I was like, I'm starting this new book because I can't wait anymore. It had been like a year that I was sitting on this story. And I walked circles around my bonfire in the backyard and just talked about what this story was going to be from beginning to end. And then once I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense, I wrote it all down. Like Sean mentioned before, chapter by chapter outlined it. And in 17 days, I had my first draft and then 3 days later I had my final draft. And and that's the book you guys know.
That's amazing. That's outstanding. I mean, I listen as someone who takes years to write anything. A little bit angry with you, a little bit jealous, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. So you know, this book is set up as a murder mystery with supernatural elements, and it has all of those things. But I would say that secretly, kind of underneath it all, it's kind of a coming of age story. It's a lot about you know, dealing with trauma, you know,
Yeah.
loyalty, friendship, you know, some of those things as these kids are kind of growing up to the backdrop of this. What was it that made you want to take kind of a different approach, I guess I would say, to the murder mystery? Because it still has all those great elements, but I kept finding my focus elsewhere, and it made for a really unique experience.
Yeah, I mean, I think that a lot of the murder mystery genre kind of hinges upon these like hokey, kind of very tropey moments where it's it's pretty plot driven, but a lot of my stories are character driven, and with Eliza especially, because I resonated with her, I did insert myself a lot. You know, these were things that I dealt with, not necessarily I was never a popular girl. Eliza was a popular girl, you know, she had that experience, and I sort of had to, like, you know, what if this was me, you know, kind of thing. But for a lot of it, the loss of a parent especially, that was something that I had no difficulty exploring, because I've experienced that. I did lose my best friend. My dad was the biggest supporter of my work, and he died very suddenly when I was 26, and you know, it just like sucked the life out of me. And you know, so kids deal with very real things, and I think it's important to talk about those things in a young adult setting, because a lot of times when I was a kid and I was going through things, I felt so alone, you know, so like I'm the only one going through this and I don't know how to handle it. And so I think that it's important for that to be present in literature, because a lot of times the people who are going through those things are little dorks like me, who are picking up a book instead of going out to the movies with their friends, or going out to a party that they shouldn't be going to, or getting drunk in the woods and doing a weird dare with their friends. Like, that wasn't me. And you know, I think that those kids need to understand that what you're going through is normal. There are other people who go through it, and we're not really meant to figure it out all the time and, you know all the answers. But it does get better.
Absolutely.
And there is a happy ending.
Absolutely.
So I know you like wrote this book very, very quickly, which like I'm usually a pretty fast writer. I've been kind of slow recently, but so it's like kind of hard to process those emotions. But did you find, like, going through remembering like how that grief felt and how it felt being in high school and all of those different things, like those various self inserts that you had, did you find that it was difficult to process in your day-to-day life, or was it just like because it was so quick, like it didn't really like phase you? Because when I write quick, it doesn't really phase me, but I know a lot of writers get like really in their feels about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it was kind of a mix of both. It really depended on what scene I was writing. So for instance, the scene where Eliza has the fight with her dad, for the first time, those scenes really got me, because my dad was my best friend, and so like putting myself in that situation where I'm fighting with him is like, oh god, I hate this. The other scene that took me a little bit to get through, and to this day I can't read it without crying, is when they talk about, because in the very beginning of the book, Eliza talks about like what her name means, and how they dropped the Lee hyphenation from her name early on, and she never really understood why that was, because her mom never told her. And then when her dad explains why her mom became kind of like estranged from her grandparents, that scene really gets me. When her dad tells her that like he's always going to be there for her, and she can come to him with anything. That really got me.
Yeah, no, it was a deep and powerful scene, man. And like your book had a lot of those in it. What was it like trying to flow from those deeply emotional scenes into some of the lighthearted, like high school banter? Like, you know, because I'd say there's almost 3 different levels to the things going on in the book. There's the emotion, there's the murder mystery, and then there is the people existing. Like, what was it like to switch between those different emotional mindsets as the book progresses?
I think it just kind of, you know, like I said, this book flew out of me at a pace that I have not yet to match. Like I have tried to since, and it just, the closest I came was with Intuition. That one also, like, you know, came out of me at a very, very fast pace, but you know, it kind of came naturally because I tried to think about things. I watch a lot of true crime and things like that. So like I tried to think about things as like as they unfold in that kind of setting, and like and how they would naturally occur. And especially as a high school student, I think it kind of made it almost a little bit easier because there's so much outside of their control. There's so much that they have to deal with anyway, that like having a murder on top of it is like, well, this fucking sucks. Like, I also have to work at my dad's shop. I also have to do this podcast with my friend and like deal with all this drama in school that I'm ill prepared for. And oh my God, is that a dog?
Sugar.
Yes,
I'm
dog
a huge
always
dog
distracts it.
person. You can't just bring a
Sorry,
dog casually
sorry,
into the conversation.
She wanted scritches so bad, and I've been trying to just
I
give her
get it.
scritches this whole time, but
Aw, she's so sweet. Look at that face.
love.
Oh my
Look at that
goodness,
face.
the puppy. I love her.
That's beautiful. And in honor of our favorite dog, Sugar, we are going to have a segment that Dina is always prepared for.
I wrote it down, bitch. I didn't share it
Off
with
the
you.
wall questions with Dinosaurus.
That's great.
All right, KT.
Yeah.
How would the mean girls in your book, I Know What I Saw, available on Amazon.
Amazon.
How would they survive in a school with Regina George?
Well, first of all, Carissa
Had to write that
is
down, huh?
Regina George. Like, so obviously she gets murdered. Kate, again, like they're very like modeled at, like, it's so funny you say this because I always imagined that like Rachel McAdams would play Carissa, but like way back when she was old enough to play Regina George.
Yeah.
I think they would do quite well. They would probably be at the top of the food chain for sure.
Perfect. So listen, normally this is the part where I insert Jar Jar Binks somewhere into your story and ask you to tell me how it changes it. Or I ask what he
It
smells
doesn't.
like, or something about Anthony. Instead, I'm going to toss everyone a curveball. You grew up in Bigfoot country. You were there at the festivals. I need to know your best Bigfoot call. Damn it.
Oh, shit.
We missed it a few times already. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just realized. I'll drink extra, don't worry.
Don't worry. Okay. Here's my best Bigfoot call.
Oh my God.
That was perfect.
Anthony just goes,
Did
"Are
Anthony
you
just come
okay?"
inside?
Hold on 1 second. He asked me to do my best Bigfoot call. I had to. Okay.
To be fair, from the other room, I would think someone is in pain.
Yeah, I'd be a
or
little worried
fell
about that,
down
too.
or
Yeah, I
something.
would be like,
Yeah,
are you good?
I'm about to get an angry DM from Anthony, like, bro, what the fuck is happening?
No, he knows.
I told
He
him
knows what this is
happened.
about.
He goes, okay.
I was gonna
Nailed
say,
it.
don't make it weird.
He's like, okay, yeah, carry on.
This checks out.
Well, thank you. You have survived our grueling interrogation. And guys, you've got to check out I Know What I Saw by KT Carlisle. It is amazing. You won't regret it. But you want to know what else you won't regret, KT? Each week, we delve into some of the most cringe-worthy erotic literature in history, often handpicked by the Literary Review, a renowned British literary magazine, in a segment dubbed Cringey Copulation. We showcase real excerpts from real books that were genuinely intended to be taken seriously. This week's passage comes from Satisfying Sasquatch, Bigfoot Erotica Part 1 by Bill Nichols, and will be narrated by our guest this week, KT Carlisle. Now, Bill Nichols...
I am shocked that you found anything like this. I'm so excited.
Sweetheart, there is so many.
You're welcome.
There's so many. It was hard to find just one. Satisfying Sasquatch, Bigfoot Erotica Part 1, published on November 13, 2020, is a 20-page work of erotic fiction involving a college student and a Sasquatch. Beyond this publication, there's limited public information available about Bill Nichols,
Nobody
and it
knows
appears he
about
does
Bill,
not have an
baby.
extensive online thing. So, Bill,
I
if you're
would
watching
hide
us,
too.
call us, baby. Now, KT, can I give you just a suggestion, a note? You don't have to. I would love this in your Minnesota voice.
Oh,
Don't
you
do that for
want
him.
it in my Minnesota voice? Okay,
Yes,
well
please.
I gotta access it a little bit to first to get there. Oh, I'm already there because it's just my voice.
I slid
How I
into that
talk.
email. I slid into that email, KT. Don't read
I
ahead.
got it. I got the email. It's
Got
already
it.
up. I'm excited to do this, you guys.
So am I.
Don't you know? I'm just for Pete's sake, very excited.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh, are we just we're just going
Yeah, we're
right
jumping
into
right
it?
in,
Okay.
buddy.
Yeah,
okay,
we go right
let's
into
just
it.
go. Okay. Well,
Just slide it in.
I'm gonna slide it in. Okay, Bigfoot.
There you go. Need a drink.
Was
Damn it.
making noises too. He'd started hooting as he came, and now I gazed up at him. I saw the massive, furry creature of legend throw back his head and howl. Ow! It was a long and mighty cry that I knew meant he was shouting his pleasure, his satisfaction to the world. He was announcing to the forest around us that I had pleased him, that I had satisfied his desire. As he finished his cry, I finally, reluctantly, pulled my mouth from his cockhead. There was an audible popping sound as his member escaped the suction of my lips. Jesus Christ. My jaw was sore, I bet. My lips felt stretched and achy. I was exhausted. But more than all that, I was satisfied too.
She said, "Oh,
The way
was so
that you
good.
said cackhead just sent me.
That was so good.
Good.
That is commitment to the bit, and I appreciate you for that, KT.
Oh, I appreciate you too, don't you know?
Yeah,
I was.
Kelly, god damn it."
God damn it, Kelly. That's executive producer Kelly cackling at us in the background. So, Dina, thoughts on this erotica?
Well, okay.
Dina, you have to give your
5 stars,
5-star review.
Yeah, we
Okay,
need 5
Yeah,
star
Daniel,
review.
you gotta go. No, you gotta go back to you gotta pull up on Goodreads, give it 5 stars, and say okay.
Yeah, so this is our new segment addition to Cringey Copulation, KT. We decided that since Daniel buys all this shitty erotica for the show, he has the opportunity to leave a review. And
yeah.
No.
so now we're always going to leave 5 stars and then put whatever Dina wants us to put as the review.
I love that.
So we have
Okay,
instant
too much
classics
hair.
like 5
Should've
stars.
shaved.
No.
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 Oh, that's good.
KT, how would
Guys,
this pass?
I'm kind of getting pissed off because he's not pulling it up. Pull up the review, Daniel.
Sorry, I'm pulling it up.
It's part of
You
the
need
segment.
to leave. Yeah, you
God
need to
damn
leave a
it.
review right now.
Okay.
Right
5
now
star.
on air.
Okay,
Do it.
5 star.
5 star.
And
dare you.
Okay.
write a
Okay.
review. All right, what am I
Too
saying?
much hair. Should have shaved.
Too much hair, should have shaved. All right. Anything else?
Ow!
Did you say okay?
Oh, okay. Sorry. Let me get okay.
Ow!
Okay, I can add the ahoo as well. Ahoo. All right. Anything else, you guys?
That's it. That's good.
I think
Perfect
that's
review.
perfect. Yeah, yeah.
No, that's
Yep.
that's excellent.
That's a 5-star review.
Now, if I'm being honest, and we won't tell Bill Nichols this, in the first chapter, he described the main characters having 36 double Ds. And then about 10 pages later, he said there were 38 double Ds. So a little bit of inconsistency there.
Well, maybe she
I don't-
grew
she got
in
it.
excitement.
She got an enhancement. You never know.
She got enhancement over the course of the
Well,
book.
yeah. You don't need
don't
to
think he
talk
knows how
about
boob
that. That's
sizes work.
personal.
That's fair.
Wait,
You
the
know what?
boobs
That's
don't
very
get
fair.
bigger when they get excited? I thought that's how it worked.
Yeah. Yeah, you grow a full cup size during arousal.
Jesus.
Not
Follow
quite
us
fully.
men for more advice on women.
Everything you need to know right here.
All right, so guys, let's bring it in. Can we just bring it in? Dina, take a knee.
Take a knee.
I will never
Dina-
take a
Dina, I
knee
need
before
you-
you.
No, we're all
This is
taking
a
a knee
sports
together.
thing, Dina.
It's a
It's a
sports
We're all
sports
taking
thing.
Oh.
a knee together.
Oh my
God, okay.
One
I'm sorry.
for anyone.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
no,
I'd be
Dina,
like standing
this
up
isn't
with
cold.
Okay.
All right,
She
guys,
always
we're-
assumes it's a sex thing with Daniel. It's okay.
PTSD. Sorry,
Oh,
PTSD.
God.
I got it. I'm on it. What's
all right, guys, bring it in. Are we gonna do this? Are we gonna do this, Sean? Yeah.
Oh man, God
Yeah.
damn it, Daniel. I hate this
I
segment.
can't
It's
believe
so
you fell for
stupid.
this. I can't believe you fell for this, Dina.
I can't believe it either. I had
Just
her locked
do it.
in. You know what, KT? We don't often do this on this show.
Okay.
Never.
But we are going to give you a very prestigious award. We're going to give I Know What I Saw the very prestigious No Space Bell prize because we don't hear no bell.
I always knew I would win it.
It's the Nobel Prize. Tiny
Her
Mike.
official speech. Her official speech is I always knew I would win.
I always knew I would win it.
I'll send you. I'll
win.
send you the
The
official
end.
seal that you can put on your book.
Yeah, put it on your book.
because you're gonna want to.
Oh my God. I'm honored. Yes.
So, all right, now that you've done this and you know how we feel about this book, because listen, we absolutely loved it, man. I can tell you, like, it
Oh,
was
thank you
so
so
quick.
much.
It was such an easy read. It was accessible. It was
you.
relatable. I love anything that has that mythological backing, and I just thought it was such a fun read, and I'm so glad I got to read this thing. Dina, why
Thank
should folks
you.
check out her book?
If you like Mean Girls with a campy sort of Bigfoot vibe, then you should check out. Oh my God! No, I'm pulling it, Daniel. I can't
my
remember the
God.
name.
Oh,
I know what I saw. I know what I saw. I know what I saw. I know what I saw.
I know
This
what I
is
saw.
literally 125 episodes. Dina's never forgotten a book title until now.
oh my God.
Okay,
It's
Daniel
wait.
is
Can I tell you
infected
why
her.
I had a mind map?
You got a
I
mind
had a
map?
mind map.
Hit us with the mind
Oh,
map.
wait,
Yeah.
wait. Dina's mind map.
So here's the thing. I was gonna comp it to Vampire Diaries, and I was like, no, that's not YA. Like, that's way too like schmexy.
No, that's not
But I
YA
was
at all.
also having a conversation with myself because I was like, crap, she just deleted Twitter, and I was planning on DMing her after this, but I couldn't. And then I was like, oh well, like I can just email her. But I was like, man, email feels really weird, like to just like formally email somebody that you were just gonna like casually DM. And then I went back to, oh no, panic mode, like Mean Girls meets something not Vampire Diaries because that's way too schmexy for this book because it's YA and I can't do that. And then I just panicked and I was thinking about my stuff and then I just like forgot what I was thinking about.
First of all, you can email me like it's cool. You don't have to be
It's
like
official
formal
business.
about it. We're friends.
Cool.
You're coming to my
Buddies.
wedding. It's all good.
Dear KT Carlisle.
To whom it may concern.
I'm gonna do it.
No.
All right, guys. Now, KT, we have a tradition on this show, a tradition like no other. It's called the 1 second pitch. So here's what you get to do. You get 1 second to sell the world at large on your book. I Know What I Saw. You can lie, cheat, seduce, threaten, do whatever it takes to do this, but you got 1 second. Okay?
Yeah.
Then after that, you can do a full elevator pitch and tell people why they need to buy your book. But let's get ready for that 1 second of glory, all right? I'm going to count you in. Here we go.
Bigfoot book mystery.
Yes!
Oh shit.
I love that you put it. I love you said it with your chest. All right. Now you get to give the full elevator pitch. So why should folks check out your book?
So I Know What I Saw is a book about a girl who thinks that she saw a Sasquatch attack in her youth. It lives with her for a while because she also believes that she's responsible for why that girl was out in the woods in the first place. And then and then 4 years later, she receives an anonymous note in her locker stating that somebody else knows about this secret of hers. And no sooner does she receive that note than somebody that she knows who was also involved turns up dead. And she's afraid that she's going to be next if she doesn't get to the bottom of who's behind the notes and who's behind the killings of the girls in her small town. So she takes it upon herself to go ahead and solve that murder with her best friend, who incidentally was in the woods with her when they saw that thing happen. So I Know What I Saw is a great story for anybody who is interested in the supernatural, who is interested in coming of age stories, who is interested in murder mysteries, and who is interested in small town vibes with a kind of 90s feel. I've been told by a lot of reviewers. It's so funny because
It is, yeah.
the story
Dina,
takes
what did I
place
say in the DMs?
modern day. You know, there's modern
Same
day
thing, yeah.
technology
I remember.
in it. Modern
Daniel
day
said this.
technology comes to the rescue in this book. But everyone
It's
says
90s vibe.
this has a 90s feel. And I'm like, I
I
love it.
straight up said that when I was talking about it in the DMs. That's so funny.
It's
But
so funny.
honestly, we live in like this new generation is like very much turning away from technology. So I think it still fits because this
Yeah.
generation is not relying on technology the way that millennials and even like zillennials did or
Yeah.
are. Like Gen Z,
Well-
Gen Alpha, they don't give a fuck about technology.
Yeah. Well, 100%. And I think that's why I loved writing this book so much, because when I moved to Vermont, like I said, it was a big change. In the area that I was living in specifically, I mean, I couldn't use a lot of technology because there was no service.
Oh, God.
There was nothing. There was nothing. And I think that's what makes a reader reached out to me and they were like, I want to understand the motivations behind why Eliza would trust certain people and do certain things with certain people. And I'm like, well, you're speaking about this from the point of view of somebody who lives in a city, somebody who would never do these things because you're taught, stranger danger. Kids in that area, there is no stranger. You live in a town of fewer than 4,000 people in Whitehall, fewer than 1,000 people in my case. Everybody knows everybody about everything about everybody. The people that you are around all of the time. There is no stranger danger.
So would you say that you would know what you saw in that city?
Oh, I would know what I saw in that situation. Yes.
So guys, you can check this book out. I Know What I Saw, available on Amazon now. You can also check out her next book, Intuition, which is available for pre-order and is coming out on Halloween. And I believe we'll be getting that book too. Guys, as always, remember, all these proceeds go to the National Domestic Violence Hotline. Can't ask for a better cause, and it's incredible that KT, what you've done, what you've accomplished going through this, and that you're championing this to help others, man. It's an incredibly special thing, and just know that we support you 1,000%, man.
Thank you. It's literally the least that I can do. I wish I could do more, and other people reading these books will help me do more. So I thank anybody who has taken the time to invest in that, because it is a beautiful organization, and I can't talk it up enough.
Sean, you're muted. Sean.
Ah, shit. No wonder you guys didn't hear that. Kelly was actually applauding over there.
Oh.
That's amazing, man. And we love you guys to death, man. You guys are so freaking strong, so incredible. I can't wait to see all the amazing things you're doing, KT. And just think about me when intuition needs an arc reader or something, like maybe your boy needs an early
I got
Daniel,
you.
you don't need
You
more
want
free
it?
books.
You got it.
Don't give Daniel shit. Don't do it.
You want it.
That's
You
fair.
want it. You want it. You all get it. This is Oprah
Getting
moment.
arcs
You
makes
get an
Daniel
intuition.
feel
You get
so
an intuition.
special.
You get an intuition.
Oh my God, listen. I become so obnoxious. I'm like, oh, I read intuition long before everyone else read intuition. But all right, guys, this has been another incredible episode of Don't Make It Weird. And KT, where can the folks find you?
You can still find me on Twitter. I'm not as active there, but it's at KT_Carlisle. You can also find me at www.ktcarlisle.com. I also host a podcast with my wonderful fiance, Anthony, and that is Our Relationship with Writing podcast on YouTube.
That's amazing. And Dina, where can the folks find you?
You can find my you can find
You gotta
my
do it.
gift list.
Do it. Do
my
it.
website at dinasourced.com/gifts. You can buy me something. You can also find me on Threads at Dinasaurus DMIW, or Blue Sky Dinasaurus DMI. I don't really understand Blue Skies, so you can find me there at something dinasaurusd.com. Blue Sky. I don't know. Or you can find me on Twitter at Dinasaurus D. That's D like D's nuts.
And you can find me on Twitter at DanQ_WritesThing. That's DanQ_WritesThing singular. And I'm
It's
pretty sure I'm on
donk.
Blue Sky.
Oh, shit.
I'm pretty sure it's on Blue Sky, the similar one. Daniel Quigley Author on Instagram and on Threads. But yeah, man, this has been another great episode. Sean, where can the folks find you?
You can find me on x.com at Chase Holdu. You can find me at Producer Sean or Chase Holdu on basically any social media network.
And what you having for dinner tonight, bud?
Kelly got us Wingstop, so I'm about to crush about 20 chicken wings and a whole lot of ranch.
Boneless
My
wings, though, right?
Wingstop here is so gross, dude.
What is?
What?
They got roaches and rats and shit in my
Oh.
Wingstop here. It's nasty.
Is your
We
city
don't
okay?
eat stuff there. No.
No,
Yeah, it's really gross.
All right, guys.
Good wings.
We'll see you all again next week. Get out of your jazz hands.
Don't Make It Weird with Daniel Quigley, Dinosaurus, and Sean Holden. Produced and edited by me, Sean Holden. Theme song by Amaria. The song you're hearing right now was written and recorded by Anthony Lafusi. You can rate and review this show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Good Pods, and wherever else you download your podcasts. Got a question for Daniel or Dina? Call the Don't Make It Weird hotline at 347-69-WEIRD. That's 347-699-3473. Your voicemail might be featured on a future episode. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Don't Make It Weird on YouTube for the video presentation or on virtually any podcast app for the audio version. We'd also like to give a huge shout out to our amazing Patreon supporters: Shannon Bright, Matthew S., Rand Stenton, Stephen Howard, Levi and Caitlin, AC Alabaster, RM Hamrick, and Chris. If you'd like to get access to our exclusive content and an invitation to our Discord server for just $1 per month, sign up at patreon.com/DMIW. Thank you so much for listening, and we love you.
Don't make it weird. that okay?